Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm going to be making you Chinese style sweet chili chicken spring rolls. I have here all the ingredients that you'll need. So we start off with 3 to 4 onions, around 2 cups of boiled sweet corn. So here we have a mixture of all vegetables sliced into pieces. So we've got sliced carrots, onions, green cabbage, Chinese leaves, red peppers, bean sprouts and bamboo shoots. So you can actually buy this stir fry mix from a supermarket. I bought mine from Lidl and I added some extra mushrooms on top. We have around 2 to 3 kg of chicken breast washed. Let's go over to the spices. So we have salt, black pepper, curry powder which is quite hot, ground turmeric and paprika. We also have some soy sauce and sweet chili sauce. I will show you the amount how much I add in, but this is actually to your taste, so you can add as much as you like. These are spring roll sheets, so you can get 30 in a packet. You can buy these also from a supermarket or a local shop. I've got 2 packets, so I'm going to be making around 50-60 spring rolls. So yes, let's start cooking, guys. So we're going to start off with the chicken. Make sure your oven is already preheated to 200 degrees Celsius. What you'll need for the chicken is your chicken breast pieces and a oven tray. We start off by pouring vegetable oil into the oven tray. Make sure you spread the oil nice and evenly all around. So we want to season our chicken nicely, so I'm going to add around 2 tablespoons of salt, with around 2 to 3 tablespoons of black pepper. Here you go, I've added my salt and black pepper as you can see, and now what I'm going to do is add around 3 to 4 tablespoons of this curry powder. This is a nice hot curry powder, so it's going to give a nice spice to the chicken. So you want to get your hands straight in there and just literally mix this seasoning into the chicken. Make sure all the breast pieces are coated with the seasoning, and that's where you're going to get maximum taste. It smells absolutely beautiful, honestly. So there you go, each piece is now nicely marinated, as you can see here. So there you go, we've got 8 breast pieces into our pan, and we're going to cover this over with a foil, and then we're going to leave this in the oven for around half an hour to 45 minutes on 200 degrees Celsius. So the reason we actually cover this with foil is so the chicken comes out nice, juicy and tender. So let's prepare our stir fry. I'm going to put the flame on high heat and add a few tablespoons of oil. I'm using vegetable oil again. So I'm going to add around 1, 2, 3. Wait for the oil to reach its temperature, and then you can start to add your onions. As you can see now, the oil is starting to make that noise. You can add your onions and give it a stir. You can add around half a tablespoon of salt. Keep stirring as well so you don't get any burnt onions. You can add some tap water at this point. This will help the onions caramelize and prevent it from burning. You can now see the onions have caramelized perfectly. At this point you want to add your stir fry mix. Let them fry and cook with the onions before we start adding our seasoning. If you want, you can also reduce your heat so it doesn't start burning the bottom. And leave for about 5 to 7 minutes just before we start adding our seasoning. So as you can see, the vegetables are cooking nicely with the onions. I'm going to start adding my salt, pepper, turmeric and paprika to the mixture, and then also soy sauce at the end. So I've increased the fire to medium flame. Add around 2 tablespoons of salt, and around 1 to 2 tablespoons of black pepper. Give it a nice mix before we start adding any other spices. The vegetables for a Chinese style stir fry are actually quite al dente, so this means you can still feel the crunch when you bite into it. What I'm going to do is not make it so crunchy because we are actually adding these to spring rolls. So now I'm going to add around 2 tablespoons of paprika, and 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder. Give that a mix. And leave it to cook for a while so the vegetables soak them really nice juicy flavours. Ooh, them veggies are coming on nicely now. You can actually see them beautiful different colours in there. And that's one of the main reasons why I like Chinese food, is because of the appearance. It just looks so nice. So after around 5 to 10 minutes, when the veggies have actually absorbed them spices, I'm going to add the soy sauce. So you don't want to add too much, add around, I would say, around 2 tablespoons. And you can add your sweet corn straight to the mixture. Give it another mix so the sweet corn also absorbs them really juicy flavours. I would say leave on medium heat for around 5 minutes before you turn the flame off. Make sure you are stirring so it doesn't stick to the bottom and your veggies don't burn. That's our beautiful colourful stir fry done, and I've also took the chicken out of the oven. The chicken is beautiful as well and very succulent and very juicy from inside. This is exactly how I want it to be like. So what I'm going to use is 2 forks to now start shredding the chicken. You can watch me do that very easily. 2 forks straight into the chicken and just tear it apart. Beautiful, it is beautiful. Oh, I'm fasting. I can actually eat that right now. Yum. Look, it just literally falls apart easily. Oh, that is nice. So I've just drained some water from the tray. There was quite a lot of water left in the tray. And you don't want your mixture for your rolls to be liquidy. You want it actually quite dry. The chicken has been perfectly shredded now. What I'm going to do is marinate the chicken with this sweet chilli sauce. You can add as much as you like, but what I'm going to do is add around 2.5 bottles of this chili sauce. And now what I've done is added my vegetable and just give it a mix. So these are the 3 things that you'll need to make your spring rolls. I'm going to show you exactly how it's done now. I've peeled away a few sheets just to get me started. I'll do the rest while I go along. It's just because if you leave them out for too long, they will start stiffening up and breaking. That's what we don't want. So I've made the glue here. Many people don't use glue with these spring roll sheets. They use either water or egg, but what I'm going to use is the original glue what we use for our samosas as well. This is only because it actually sticks these rolls together, and when you're frying them they don't peel away so easily. You want them to still stay in their shapes. So I'm going to demonstrate exactly how you roll a perfect spring roll. What you'll need is a spring roll sheet, position it in a diamond shape and add around 2 tablespoons of the mixture. So you want to place the mixture not in the middle, just below the middle, and not right into the corner as well. So what I'm going to do with this corner is fold this over the mixture and tuck it in. You can also stretch the mixture, and then these will make your spring rolls quite long. Now what I'm going to do is roll until I get to the middle. As you can see, you fold over both sides. If there's any bits hanging out, you can fold them back in and then just roll again twice. When you get to this stage, you can see an envelope shape. What we want to do now is apply the glue on the sides, into the corner and down the middle. Easy peasy. Give it another few rolls and you're left with an amazing spring roll. If you make them as tight as possible, they won't absorb a lot of oil, so they're not going to be oily, they're not going to be soggy, they're going to be crispy. My spring rolls are all ready now. I've made around 60 spring rolls. I still have quite a lot of mixture left, so I believe you can make around 90 to 100 spring rolls. I don't have any sheets left, so I'm going to make the rest tomorrow hopefully. You can place the rest of the mixture into a fridge and it will last up to 3 days. And these spring rolls will last up to around 3 months in your freezer. The reason I overly prep is because firstly, it is Ramadan, we are eating things like this every day. Secondly, it's just a lot easier. I mean, there's no point repeating the procedure over and over again when you can just do them once and you can use them for up to 3 months. So I've put the oil on medium flame. I'm going to wait for the oil to reach its temperature and then place the spring rolls for frying. So you can see the nice golden brown colour. I'm going to start to take them out before they start burning. And that's the type of colour you want to go for.